Shalom. I'm going to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. I want to start by giving all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Father, who we ignorantly call God. And that word God means Allahayim. That's really not his name. His proper name is Yahweh, and that's what you call on. That's the name you call upon. And Yahweh Shai is the name of his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. HaMashiach means the anointed. Yahweh Shai the anointed. And he was anointed by Yahweh Shemel. Yahweh. So this book is gonna be, this lesson is gonna be on James, the first chapter, because it's some meat in here, it's a lot of meat in here. So without further ado, I'm gonna let the scriptures just talk, and I'm gonna shut up. So this is James 1:1. James, a servant of the Most High, and of the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. So that right there tells you that those people that are in our land right now are not the real Jews, because the scripture says, actually James just said, the tribes which are scattered abroad. So they are scattered abroad. They're not in their own land. They might be some in there, but they not all just in their land partying and praising the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, which they don't even know the name of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So they over there pretending to be us, but they can't beat us. Shalakia. This is verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations. Diverse temptations. Knowing this, well, actually, the name of this so-called section is patience in temptation. And that's something that we're supposed to have, man. We got to have patience. This is verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations. Verse 3. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. And that's true. He said it best, man. This is verse 3 again. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. Verse 4. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. Verse 7. For let not that man drink that he shall receive anything of Shalakia. I read that so wrong. This is verse 7. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Verse 9. Let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted, but the rich in that he is made low, because as the flower of the grass he shall pass away. For the sun is no sooner risen with the burning heat, but it withdraweth, with with withereth the grass, and the flower thereof falleth, and the grace of the fashion of it perisheth. So also shall the rich man fade away in his ways. Verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. And if you read in the Apocrypha, the second chapter, which I have done a lesson on that. If you read second Esdras, the second chapter, started at I think the 40th verse on down, that's Esdras seeing the vision of Yahushua crowning a great multitude, which is his elect, 144,000. So this is verse 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust has conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. He just explained to you when you are tempted and what sin is, basically. Well, not is exactly what sin is, but what causes sin. Lust, and you are enticed. And when lust is fully conceived, like a baby, it brings forth sin. Verse 16. Do not err, my brethren, my beloved brethren. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, and cometh down from the Father of lights, Yahweh, with whom is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. Verse 18. Of his own will begat he us with the word of truth, that we should be a kind of first fruits of his creatures. So basically, the elect are the first fruits. They are the first fruits to the kingdom, man. They are the first fruits. Verse 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. And that's another thing, man. Me personally, I gotta be slow to wrath, because I be getting mad sometimes, man. I know my points. I know my weaknesses. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of the Most High. And that's right. That's right. Because the wrath of man leads to sin. You want to do some. You gonna do some shit that you ain't gonna be proud of, man. Verse 21. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your soul. So that's another point that I wanted to get at. This word is able to save your souls, man. This word is nothing else, bro. It's this word that saves you, man. This word is able to save your souls from the destruction that is coming on this earth. That's why you got to continue to preach the word and do the word. So, you got to keep the word. Yahushua told you, if you keep the word, he gonna give you Salakia. I'm gonna just read it. He gonna keep you in the hour of temptation. Yeah, this is Revelations 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, the word. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold fast which thou havest, and what thou hast, that no man take thy crown. So, at the end of this road race, you're going to get a crown. Just like I said in Second Esdras. So like it. Just like I mentioned in Second Esdras, it showed him, Yahushua crowning. Actually, I'm finna get that, man. This is Second Esdras chapter 2, verse. I'm gonna start at 42. Let me put this on silent. She pissed me off. This is Second Esdras chapter 2, verse 42. I Esdras saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised Yahweh with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So Yahushua said in Revelations 3 and 10, hold fast, keep the word of my verse 11, he said, don't let nobody take thy crown. And this is the crown that he's talking about. An actual incorruptible crown. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing and have put on the immortal clothing. Let me look up this scripture real quick. Incorruptible crown. Hold that on deck. Yep. This is Second Esdras 2 and 45. He answered and said unto me, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of God. Now are they crowned and receive alms. In the name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushua HaMashiach. Verse 46. Then said I unto the angel, what young person is that crowneth them, and giveth them palms in their hand? Verse 47. So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of God, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I to greatly commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. 48. Then the angel said unto me, go thy way, and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of Yahweh thy power thou hast seen. So that's the example. That's the crown that we are working for. And this is 1 Corinthians 9 and 25. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. So that crown that we're going to receive from Yahushua is incorruptible. So this is James 1 and 22. Be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. And this is something I ran into. I ran into some people like this when I first came into the truth. They knew they was Israelites, but they wasn't doing shit about it. They just like them Kendrick Lamar. You know you're Israelite, but okay, what now? You ain't gonna do shit about it. You're not gonna get your ass out there on that corner and make yourself look like a fool for Yahushua's sake, man. Because the scripture says we are fools for Yahushua's sake. So you got to get out there. And I was telling them, man, Yahushua don't like no lukewarm brothers, man. He don't like no lukewarm men. He gonna spew you out of his mouth, man. He gonna spit you out of his mouth. This is Revelations 3 and 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold nor hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. So that's what I was telling them, man. Through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. Because they wasn't trying to do the work. It says, be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. So they deceived their own selves, man. They wasn't doing the work. They was just hearing the word. So when you hear this word, you got to do it, man. Verse 23. For any man be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. That's clear, man. Well, actually, that's a little deeper than I expected. I gotta really sit and think about that, what he said. But I'm pretty sure the apostles already broke this down. And I just have to look at their breakdown and what they said. Because I'm not finna say no bullshit. What I think, I want to hear it from out of their mouth so I can know it, man. I just like to be sure about something. I don't want to teach something if I'm unsure about something. I gotta make sure I'm sure about it. Like it's confirmed, like kill confirmed. Like it gotta be confirmed in my spirit. So I touch on that topic. Right now, I'm pretty sure that's deeper than what I think it is. So I'm just keep on going. But you get the point. You gotta be a doer of the word. Verse 25. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer. That's basically what he was saying. You're gonna forget. But a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed. Verse 26. If any man among you seem to be religious and bridleth not his tongue, and deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion is vain. Pure religion and undefiled before the Most High and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world. So that was the last verse right there. You know, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. I hope that I was edified with this lesson. This is gonna be James, the 1st chapter. It was just like an overview, going through it, breaking it down, what I can break down, breaking down what I am able. The Spirit is able for me to break down, and for all the things that are much probably harder than me to understand, the Scripture says the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. So I'm breaking down what I know I can break down. I'm not finna get all into some deep shit, deep waters that I can't swim in. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to swim in those waters. I'm not finna go into deep waters that I can't swim in. I'm going to drown and fall out. I'm going to die. So, with that, I hope y'all was edified through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. And all I said to call Lord Yahweh Shema Shah for giving me strength to do this video. So, I'm going to say, with that, I'm going to say Shalom.